It's Saturday. Oh my God, I did it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the classiest place on earth, and I hope you're doing fine. Good evening, good time zone to you. Whatever the fuck it is. God, this. Am I vibrating? My fan just kicked into ultra mode, and I feel the whole ground shaking under me right now. It's like a really heavy duty sex toy. Calm down. I know it's hot. Good morning, Taco. How are you, love? Good morning, Kinger. Good morning, Reasonable. Good morning, Cocky. Good morning, Mel. You sent me a Discord about D&D Spider. Ooh, I'll check it on my... Hold on. This is what I do when I have to check a message. Because otherwise, I'll never remember. Check Discord. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Swiss cheese brains. Did anybody else just have an arm covered in notes when you were a child? Because same. I was just watching a clip I made of you. Oh my God. What did I do? Is it me screaming? Dude, there was a couple clips of me playing that game yesterday. I know I'm a pansy. Like, I'm well aware. I love horror though. Like, I love horror movies. I love scary games. I love, like, creepy shit. But I am such a baby. Like, there were some moments in that game that legitimately almost had me piss my ass. What the fuck? It's so good. We're going to continue Nana's Merkin today. Zach beat the game and he said it's not very long. So I think I should be able to beat it today, hopefully. Hot. Good morning, David. Addicted Pineapple, you're very kind. Thank you. Ooh, today's been a roller coaster of emotions. Exhaustion. Adult time. Oh, God. Okay. Exhaustion, step 1. Adult time, step 2. Surprise yard work. Oh, God. A friend calling sobbing. Another friend being happy their person comes home today. And now Katie. Should we cheers? That's too much. Oh, did you just get fucking smacked, Beth? Hold on, I got you. Did they give me my permit button? I still don't have my permit button back. How come all my mods have a permit button and I don't have my fucking permit button back? That is some bullshit. Oh, God damn it. Thank you for summoning the class. Kim and class. I haven't given any fucking wings, you demon. Okay, hold on. Excuse me, music. We love you so much, but I got, like, yesterday I screamed so much. I felt a little bad. It has $1 billion. That's about 2.6% of their worth. Oh, NKW, imagine if you have 1,000 in the bank and someone told you you could end hunger for $30. I have to take a walk. What the fuck? Has $1 billion. That's about 2.6% of their worth. NKW, imagine if you have 1,000 in the bank and someone told you you could end hunger for $30. I have to take a walk. What the fuck? Has $1 billion. That's about 2.6% of their worth. Bless you. What the fuck? You know what's funny? When that happened, I remember this yesterday. That happened, and a couple people in chat were like, "Holy crap, Zach's awake now!" Like, Katie, will you be my alarm clock? He didn't wake up at all. He literally, his door was open. He didn't wake up until 5 minutes before he was supposed to go live yesterday. I just had to tell you. I had to update you because, like, he sleeps through literally everything, and it's amazing. Dude, honestly, I created my TikTok. I officially finally made one just to be like a Twitch, like, clip dump. I just don't know how. Like, I'm TikTok stupid. I don't know how to do it. Like, Isn't TikTok on your phone? How do you get clips on your phone? I don't know. I feel really stupid asking these questions. I just don't know how to do it. I feel like I've reached that old point where technology, I'm just kind of like, meh, I don't need anything new, which is sad because I'm not old. I'm not there yet. Oh my God, Beth, if you did that, that would be fucking incredible. I don't know how to do this shit. I feel like I'm really like, oh, what up, BDO? How are you, love? I feel like I'm really behind the times when it comes to that stuff. Like, I'm just not. If it wasn't for Loznay, I wouldn't even have a YouTube. Like, I don't edit those videos. That is Loznay's wonderful work. I wouldn't have it. I just don't. Like, I sit down to try to figure it out, and I'm like, oh, but I could paint my nails instead. And I just do that instead. Hence the reason I have every fucking color on every fingernail. Because every fingernail is a moment where I'm like, I should do something. Oh, but I could paint that. It's, yeah, I'm ill. It's an illness. It's fine. We're doing fine. I'm having a great time. He's either a good sleeper or he's used to you screaming. Yes, both. Probably both. Because it's like, he's one of those sleepers where like a weird small sound can wake him up, but me screaming wouldn't wake him up. Like, I'd need to whisper, like, I'm being assaulted to wake him up. I couldn't like scream the R word, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't do anything. That's what I used to be like my mom would be spring cleaning my bedroom and Hoover next to my bed, and I would not be. I wish, David, I would kill to be a light sleeper like that. Like, oh my God. I wish. I feel like like Zach likes to make fun of me and say I'm a morning person. I'm not a morning person. I'm a not sleeping person. I don't like to sleep, so I try to stave that shit off as long as possible. There's a grasshopper on my fucking curtain. I need to get it. Should we? Oh, friend, I was gonna say, should we sacrifice it? I missed it. We're not sacrificing it. Friend is gone. There are so many grasshoppers here. It's insane. I walk in my yard and it's like locusts. They're like out of the grass. It's wild. Oh, dude, Beth. I mean, I have the free time. I just don't know how. Well, I have the free time. I can make the free time. I just wish I knew how. I got to sit down and just like fucking learn it. I got to figure it out. Because that's the only reason I made one. Like, I feel like people who are really good at TikTok and shit like that, they feel clever when they're alone. And I don't feel funny or clever while I'm alone. Usually it's someone else like pissing their pants at something I did stupid that I'm like, oh, that was funny. Fuck. Should have filmed that. I never think of it. I don't know how people just like think of things to film in their spare time. I don't even know where my phone is half the time of my life. Like, when I find it, I get really excited and I check everything and then I lose it again really quickly. I don't know. Good morning, reasonable. Or the video of Southerners sleeping through everything except for the fan turning off. That is legit. That's it right there. That's the subtle noise. That's it, exactly. I had to go back to get my powder dip nails redone because 3 days after getting them done. Did they give them to you for free? They better have redone those a la carte or whatever. Not a la carte. What's the word? I mean, I do my own. I'm not a professional, but this is like gel. I have like a UV lamp and shit, and this will last until I die. It should never chip off. Like, this is acrylic. Like, it's, you know. Like, I mean, wow, that it chipped off. I've almost torn my whole fucking fingernail off because the shit wanted to come off, but it didn't want to come off. Ow. Did it hurt? Definitely Breeze, same person did it. And did it look, I mean, it was probably just, honestly, it was probably bad nail polish. That happens to me too. Like, when nail polish gets old and you just keep shaking it and trying to get the last scrapes out, sometimes it gets like weird. Like, it almost congeals. Like, I'll paint my nails and I can see it like balling up in the middle of the fingernail as opposed to just sticking to my nail. It's weird. I've noticed old nail polish will do that too. Good morning, Berla. How are you, love? Twitch editor. What is Twitch editor? Oh my God. See, I'm an idiot. Is that something that's been around forever and I'm just unaware of it? You're funny with your content as is. You don't need much editing at all, which is great. The Twitch clip vertical thing might be great. I'll have to look. It's Twitch. Is that a? I feel I'm really like. I feel so dumb to ask because I think I know what that is, but like I don't know what it is. I'm having a dream combo, and I know I heard it here. How long was it that the brain forms the dream? It's literally only a few seconds. It's like 5 to 7 seconds is your full dream of your night. Yeah. Isn't that weird? They say that dreams are akin to the, your life flashing before your eyes before you die. It's basically just a spaz dump of your brain while you're in REM sleep. But yeah, it's only like a few seconds. Yeah, it's very interesting. Dreaming is really weird. That's why they say if you remember your dreams, like you chronically remember your detailed dreams, you don't sleep very deeply and you're not really hitting a good REM cycle because that dream's second or 5 seconds happens in REM cycle when you're in your deepest sleep, when you're like actually recovering, your brain, the kind of shit we need in our sleep. So if you're remembering that 5-second interval, it means you're not really very deep into REM sleep and you're not sleeping very well. But yeah, the fan, what is it with a fan turning off that just like immediately turns our brains onto alarm mode? Because I'm so the same. Beth, I was just saying, I don't know I've never used Twitch clip. What is it? Twitch something? Editor? I've never used it before. So here's a question. Can you upload TikToks from your PC? Because that is where I get baffled, is where it's like, I assumed, and please don't hate me. I'm so stupid. I assume TikTok is just a fucking mobile app. Am I an idiot? Yeah, it's normally 3 weeks. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've gone over, like, I can't remember the last time I had one chip. Normally they start to grow out and look gross, and that's when I have to change them. Like, that's my point. I'm like, okay, fine. But yeah, that shit, I mean, if you guys have never had dip nails or gel nail polish, it's literally liquefied acrylic. That's all it is. And so you're able to paint the acrylic on and then stick it under a light and cure it, as opposed to sitting there and like using powder and a brush and like building a fingernail. That's all it is. So it really, I mean, it's amazing. I got into it originally when I was working at the hospital because we wash our hands so much. I mean, you guys know this. I've told you a million times, like the amount of times I have to hand sanitize and wash my hands in and out of every single patient room. My actual fingernails would start to like peel. Like the nails were peeling because of all the the over fucking exposure of alcohol, just constant. Nasty. And so I started getting gel nails just to literally protect my own fingernails because it was so dry. It feels like a whole day. I know. I've had dreams that feel like they're hours. Yeah, dreams are so fast and don't move into long-term memory. They don't, which is why it's so hard to remember your dreams. Your dream is literally your body trying to dump superfluous information it doesn't need to store. So when you, like, if you think about it, when you wake up and try desperately to remember your dreams, you're kind of going against what your brain was trying to do to save you from overload. It's fucking weird. You can upload. Okay, that I could do. Hi, Hero. I'll check it out and let you know. I've not used it. Dude, if you fuck around with it and it seems useful, let me know. Because I feel like, every day I open up my phone and I've got like TikTok notifications and I get all these follows and I'm like, I don't post anything. I feel really bad. Like, thank you so much for following me, but I think I have like 5 TikToks or something. I'm just so bad at it. That's the same reason why I never did YouTube. Like, when I chose to do this thing, I was like, live. I like to be live. I like to have a conversation. I've never been into staring at my own face and editing that shit for too long. Yeah. That's why I prefer taking pictures of my butthole. My butthole is much prettier than my face. It actually looks quite nice. Sexcellent. Oh my God, sexy. I fucking saw a TikTok, not a TikTok, an Instagram this morning I wanted to send you really bad. And literally the moment I went to send it to you, my phone died. But it was a baby freckly corn snake. Like, baby. Baby. I know. And I can't find it now. Like, my phone died. So, of course, Instagram restarted and it's gone. I can't find it. But it was pure white with like little freckles on its head and a couple freckles. But you know how they like gain more freckles as they get older. So he was super pure white. But I swear to God, it was baby. It was a baby noodle. It was so cute. And I was like, sexy. Phone dead. Just fucking buzzkill so fast. Soon Twitch will allow direct upload to TikTok. I would hope so. I mean, honestly, I need gel UV nail polish recommendations to do for yourself? Or to, you mean like to get to do on your own? I have so much nail polish, Beth. Nail polish is probably the second thing I hoard more than makeup. This is my thing. Every day I paint one nail I just do it. Like it's like a weird, like zen calm down painting my nails. I have oh girl, I will text you all the recommendations. There are some really shitty nail polishes out there. Like, some like gel nail polish that you buy online actually has formaldehyde in it, which is what we use to preserve dead bodies, and it destroys your nails. It won't preserve your body and kill you, but when you take the nail polish off, your nail's gonna basically come off with it. It's fucking horrific. But yeah, I've got some really good brands. I'll send you text later. I have a recurring dreamscape that is, of all the places I've lived, included traveling. I have one super similar, Bobo. I have one super similar. I've never heard the term dreamscape, but that's such a perfect way to put it. I have this weird reoccurring place that happens in my dreams where it's like an amalgamation of all my childhood homes I lived in, and I lived in a lot. And it's really weird, and they're all kind of like stretched out, but the house feels like the house from oh god, what is that show on Netflix? Like not the Haunting of Bly Manor, the first one, the Haunting of Hill House or whatever the fuck. There's too many hill haunting videos. Let me tell you, you got to pick a new word than hill. But that one, it's very much like old and dilapidated and like big staircases and shit. It's fucking weird. And then always my dead siblings are there, but like totally fine, not dead, and acting like normal. But like as of today, and it's just the weirdest thing. And every couple of weeks, it's just the same. And it's not like the same dream. I just walk through the house again, and I'm like, this is so fucking weird. And my Nana's been there, totally fine, not dead. My dad has been there, totally fine, not dead. Fucking weird dreams, man. It's weird how your brain does that stuff. Like, combine stuff. Oh, nah. A year or so today, I held a snake who wrapped around my hand, and today it covers the top of a headboard. Snackles, man. They grow big. I'll be at the end of August. At the end of August, that direct upload to TikTok will be coming to Twitch. Oh, fuck yes. The backrooms version of my old house, yes. Yeah, but like many houses. This place officially is the longest I've ever lived in one house, this house. I've never lived anywhere longer than 3 years. My mom just, I don't know, moved us a lot when we were kids. So it's like 6 houses merged into one in my brain. It's really bizarre. But like the basic layout is one specific house from when I was like in elementary school. It's weird. Dreams are weird. Brains are weird. The house we live in is a mixture of the one we're in now, but the outside is different because we live more in Colorado Springs. In my dreamscape, yes. The outside of my dream house is like my Nana's house. Like my Nana's house that I grew up going to. It's so weird. Sexy Beach. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving me that fucking Prime sub! Don't forget your Prime subs. Bezos makes billions of dollars, and every time you forget your Prime sub, you firmly shove a $5 bill up his greasy-ass G-string. Stop it. I fucking appreciate you. Oh my god, 30.
I love that number. 3s are excellent. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you.
I vividly remember a dream I had. Wrote it down 22 pages. You know, Will, I've had a few dreams like that. It's almost like they haunt you, right? Like if you didn't write it down, you couldn't stop thinking about it. Because I've had very similar, like, you know, you wake up and you just like kind of wake up in the dream almost, like not groggy or anything, but just like you can't stop thinking about it. Like your brain is on fire. And if you don't fucking write it down or tell someone about it, you're never going to stop thinking about it. I've had those. My dreams tell a story of some weird kind, usually, if I remember them. Had one once where I was at my college, which was also a water park mall for some reason. What the fuck? I'd lost my bag of supplies. The security guard was Ted Danson for some reason. He was a dick. When I called him When I called him on Bien 10 Dancing, he was like, yeah, I get that a lot. Then I woke up. What the fuck? That's fucking amazing. Yeah, I get that a lot. You know he's wearing a leopard print G-string. Absolutely. And with one ball out. One ball is always out because it's a female G-string and he didn't realize that they make ones to fit a penis. Miss Kitty has visited like twice in my dreams. I always know she's gone and I'm like, Miss Kitty, I miss you so much. Oh my God, the Millie dreams kill me. Yeah, those ones, oh God, I'll cry if I think about them. Like I can smell her in my dreams. It's terrible. Ugh, I feel that spirit. It was fairly pleasant. Oh, good. I mean, if it was a pleasant dream, fuck yeah. It's excellent, dude. So, no shit. It's great that you're both here right now. I have to tell you this story because you'll both like cackle. So, I was talking to Zach because we're always like, this house was basically an investment house. Neither of us are like attached to Colorado by any means. So we've kind of just casually been like looking at houses around the U.S. ever since we moved here. And Zach's like straight up, he doesn't care where the fuck we live. He stays inside all day. He doesn't care. He's like, just don't move me somewhere that's blistery hot. And I just casually dropped Austin, Texas, because Austin is kind of an island of wonder. And Zach, like, instantaneously, oh my God, you want to move somewhere hotter with less water? And I literally had Beth's text open and just, like, pressed play on the river video and very slowly turned it towards him. And it's like Beth, and then you see Max, and then a river, and I'm like, and then I'm such a bitch. I sit there and I swipe it to the next video that is another fucking river. And I'm like, yes, dear. What was that? About the no water? It was just solid timing. Solid timing for him to try to do that to me. Anyone say you look cute today? Bina, someone complimented me earlier and said I think my hair looked pretty or something. Why, was it a lie? Are people fucking with me? Do we have to fight? Yes, that's the one with you in the joint in your mouth. Yep. It was literally, I had it open to it instantly when he tried telling me there was no water. And I was like, oh, bitch. There's obviously a lot more water than anything I've seen here. That power grid, the economy, the fucking politics of trying to steal my baby box away from me, the no trans rights. I mean, America kind of sucks at the moment. That's probably the most interesting part is like looking for somewhere to live and trying to find somewhere safe. Where did you guys hear there was a mass shoot? So there was a mass shooting in Washington State yesterday, the number 2 safest state in the U.S. to live in. So. America. What are you going to do? I believe it was yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, it's 5 people injured. I don't know if anyone died, but mass shooting regardless. Like it's just all the time everywhere. It's really, really hard to think like, oh, here's a safe state where nothing bad will happen because it's America and you have to accept that America is America and bad shit's everywhere. It sucks. New England's nice. I don't mind New England. I don't like. Would it be cruel to move Zach somewhere where it's humid? Because, like, he says he doesn't care. But, like, we all know what the East Coast is like in the summer. I love it. But I don't want to, like, catfish him into moving somewhere he's going to fucking hate his life. Gods and Guns! Woo! Speaking of, did anybody start the new season of Bad Omens? It's so good. Oh, my God. Oh my God. Moo. I really like cows. They're so cute and taste nice. We have a legal Delta and a bugger. Oh God, a bugger ton of edibles and also drop door service to Cali. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like when I was in Baltimore, it was just as easy to get weed as it is here. It's easy to get. I mean, weed finds me. I'm in a similar issue with looking for a new house, though. We want things bigger house to host a polyam family. But even if we can sell, we can't buy anything. The housing market is really bad right now. I tried looking you know how you can filter by price. I tried looking for homes under 500,000 in Colorado and there was 20. 20 homes in Denver under $500,000. Like that's insane. Don't like you know what's actually I made a comment to Zach when we were driving to the mountains the other day. So if you drive towards the mountains, like it's until you hit the base of the mountains, everything looks like Kansas and Colorado. It's just Kansas. It's flat, it's dry, it's dry and flat. Tumbleweeds, literally like across the road. Looks like Kansas until you hit the base of the mountains, which is like 45 minutes from Denver. But once you hit the base of the mountains, all of a sudden you just see like mansions blooming out of the ground up the hillsides. Those are the people trying to convince you Colorado's lovely. Stop listening to those people. They have accumulated deathly amounts of wealth. Those are $9 million homes. I looked it up. They're liars. They're all beautiful. I love the East Coast. I mean, I'm never going to feel. I would move to New England, the East Coast, in 2 fucking seconds. Like, if Zach even whispered, "Do you want to move to New York?" I would probably just start to cry. That's where all my remaining family is. That's where my friends are. Like, most of my friends are on the East Coast. Like, my in person friends. Like, I would literally. I mean, when my sister and I flew back from London, we flew into JFK and then flew from JFK to Denver, and I couldn't stop crying. I almost couldn't get off the plane because I didn't want to get out of New York. It's really bad. Colorado sucks and hurts really bad. Don't move here. None of them being not condos, castles, fortresses. Castles and fucking fortresses. I mean, and that's the weirdest thing to me is these people buy like a quarter of an acre and build a mansion right next to another mansion. If I was a bajillionaire, I would not have neighbors. What the fuck? Why? Right, I mean, right up, and they look completely different. Like one literally will look like something out of the Matrix, like cement blocks, and the other one is like adobe and has a really cool like Aztec theme to it. None of them match. They're not owned by the same people, but they're butted up against each other. They're fuck ugly. Rich people are weird. I think they just live in their bubble of their house and don't experience the outside at all. I don't know. In Soviet Russia, the we'd find you. We've even floated the idea of one day moving more south, like Buda, Kyle, San Marcos, because we're in the rivers so much anyway. Good thing is it's all not far from Austin, and that's the thing. Like all things aside with Texas, I do have a sister that lives there, so like I've got connect. Like I try to look for places to potentially live where I've definitely got connections. I've got Beth and Sexy and Robo and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like I have so many friends that live in the Austin area, and then my sister lives in Fort something. Fort. I don't know. You guys got a lot of fucking forts. Fort something, big city. She's a nurse down there. So that's like, that would be really cool. And it's closer to my West Coast family, but like, I'm so spread out. It might be Fort Worth. I wanted to say Fort Worth, but that sounds too easy. I'm just blanking on it. Fort something. She lives like, I think it's like central south-ish though. Better to buy an island or a castle than a house in Vancouver or Toronto or Denver. Amen on that one. I wonder why they're called the Great Plains. Because they're plain as fuck. Just get some tens of millions, right? I'll just start rolling. Hi, Japita. How you doing, honey bean? The only good thing about the housing market is when your rich boomer relatives die, you get a good payday. That's it. Literally. Yep. Which is so sad. I don't want to wait for my parents to die. And here I am trying to leave Long Island. Long Island. Long Island. I mean, I don't think I'd live in the city. My family's in Queens. I don't want to live there. Is that? Don't tell them. I don't think I'd live in the city, to be honest. Is that so bad? I'm like, I'm like New York light. I like to visit the city, but like, I see what it's done to my family, and like, I don't know, they're a little nutty. I love MA. Been here my whole life, though. I would like to go further north. I've looked at Vermont. Vermont's beautiful. Connecticut's beautiful. New England is beautiful. Why doesn't Zach want to move anywhere else? Or does he just, oh, no, he would move anywhere. I don't, like, he would honestly, bless his heart, he would move anywhere I asked him to. That's just the plain. He really would. He would go anywhere for me. Like, I hate that. I hate that I have that level of sway. He would go anywhere for me, but I do care about him. And he is the type of person, he's the complete opposite of me. He runs hot. Like, he is just us. He thrives in the cold. Like, he goes out in the 20-degree temperature without a shirt on and like, and I'm the complete opposite. And I would feel so bad moving him somewhere where it gets nasty humid. And like, he's never lived in humidity. I don't know what it would do to him. Like, it hit me hard when I first experienced it, but like, you get over it, you know? You acclimatize, I guess. I acclimatized, but Bezbelly, that's Zach. He like, and I honestly like I'm glad he's that way. Even though I'm cold all the time, I keep my house cold. I have fans and air conditioners on 365. We have an air conditioner blowing at our faces while we sleep in the dead of winter. Like, I would rather die than have a hot house. Ugh, the like stagnant hot, like someone who keeps their house like 75. Oh, I'd rather choke on balls. No, don't want to do that. So like, I'm here for it. I'd much rather someone who prefers it to be cold, because you can put clothes on, but like when you're hot, you just get naked and now you're naked, right? Like, Ryan's the same. What the fuck is that? Cold weather, best weather. I think it's a balls thing. Like, it is biologically. Like, if you have testicles, your body emits heat because you can accidentally cook your sperm to death. Whereas if you have ovaries, your body conserves heat to keep your ovaries nice and hot. So I get it. It just like, I don't want to fucking move him somewhere where he's going to be absolutely miserable, you know? At my new school, I'm one of 3 non-POC. Oh, that's the best. Diversity in this economy? Astoria is beautiful. Astoria is so small, though. I think it's legal to build a moat as long as it doesn't like disrupt underwater like flow. You can't. I think you have to have a license to dig so deep. It's the digging you got to get a permit for, I think. You're in Fort Worth, basically. I think my sister might live near there. I'm gonna have to ask. I always forget. I haven't visited her in a couple years. I have no rich booming relatives. My whole family's poor. My wife's family is also poor. Honestly, we do better than all of them with decent paying jobs, just not a lot of wealth. That's good for you guys. I'm glad. My parents, they're not like rich people. Like, my dad worked construction his whole life and my mom was a respiratory therapist, but they hoarded. So now they're just like, which is creepy because growing up, I thought we were poor. I was made fun of a lot. We weren't poor. My parents were just creepy fucking hoarders. But they're spending it now. I grew up in meters of snow. I'm like, Zach, oh God. You know, Lena, I did that one time, but it was because I had my wisdom teeth out and I was off my rocker on hydros. I went out in a bra and boxer shorts and made a snow angel and just cackled wildly saying, I can't feel anything. And then my friends brought me inside and put me in a blanket. They knew something was wrong. I don't go outside in the winter if I can help it. Fuck that. 77, 78, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What? No. That's gross. I want to be human composted, Jeff. That's like something I think is the coolest thing ever. I've never understood the point of taking up land for dead bodies. Like, I understand wanting somewhere to go, like, remember your loved one, but why not a tree? You do from air-conditioned house to air-conditioned car to air-conditioned store to hot, but river, then back to air-conditioned house. That's exactly what we're doing, minus the river. There is no water here. I was talking about the other day, Sexy. It's so weird. Like, I didn't know much about Denver before I moved here. I moved here for love. What are you going to do? But, like, there are bodies of water, but there's, like, 3, and they're surrounded in chain link fence and barbed wire. That's Colorado. There's so little water and they're so psychotic about it that they protect it like gold. So like, I have probably over 30 bikinis I haven't worn in 3 years because there's nowhere to swim. I love swimming. I can't remember the last time I was suspended in water. Fucking depressing. I mean, Lena, that would literally be impossible in the US. It's actually it's statistically impossible to exist anywhere in the United States of America making under $2,000 a month by yourself. There's nowhere to go legally. That's a thing that came out recently. It's fucked up. The quickest and almost only way to get rich is to get into at least 500K in debt and hope for the best, dude. Ugh. Yep, and that's Lena, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't like to be cold. I hate winter. I hate the dark. I like life. I want to see green all the time. Like, I would be great in like the Carolinas or something. I can't stand like the cold dead of it all. However, I will never deny that in the winter you can put on layers. You can put on layers and layers and layers, and you got a heater and you got fire and you can put on layers. In the summer, you basically get down naked and you're just there now. You're just naked now. Like, and hot. But there's nothing, you can't do anything past that point. Hot shower, hot bath, hot tub. Exactly. But when you are hot, when it's summer, like there is only so much you can do and you're just hot. Like I won't ever deny that. There's definitely a pro to that. One of my favorite recent quotes. Wait. Tradition is just peer pressure from dead people. Oh my god, where is that from? I heard that too. Vex, I heard that recently as well and I love it so much. Tradition is just peer pressure from dead people. I love it. It's so good. It hits so strong. We can sit in Beth's backyard in the paddling pool. Oh, I plan to. You might never, like, I don't mean to say this in a scary way, but when I visit, you might never get rid of me. You might have to shove me away. Mm-hmm. Kun, we discussed it yesterday because I'd never heard of it. And actually last night in the Discord when we were all hanging out watching Duacrama, I was asking Glut about it. Because Gluttony lives in fucking Florida. And we were talking about that. The wet bulb, isn't that what it's called? A wet bulb effect, I think is what it's called, where basically the air and your sweat and the humidity are all the same temperature, so you're not cooling off. Like you'll sweat and sweat and sweat and never cool off. Ever. You just sweat. Without cooling off, though, which is the point of sweating. So, like, you just die. Literally, like, I'm not trying to exaggerate. In a wet bulb environment without air conditioning, you just die. Is the wet bulb, so the wet bulb is used for measuring humidity. I've never heard of it before, but that's what they're calling it. The wet bulb effect is the term I keep hearing for it. But how scary. Please be safe. Please stay in air conditioning if you can. Like, go to a grocery store, go to a Walmart, for fuck's sake. Be a people of Walmart. The weirder you are, the less likely they are to kick you out. You can keep me. Do it, please. Seriously, I'm a Pisces fish. Like, I just will lay in water and never leave. You should, I'll take a picture of myself in my bathtub sometime. It's actually humorous because I'm so large. There is no bathtub in the world that fits me. Like, I look like a sad daddy long legs. Like, I've got a leg hanging out the side and an arm hanging out the side and one leg up the wall just so the water will go over my tits. But I try. I feel like the mermaid in Swim or Splash or whatever, where I'm just like in a puddle, like, Colorado hurts. All the time. It's very strange. Yep, that's how you can die in heat stroke in a cool rainforest. That's what hot bulb is. Oh, the water off the, oh my god, Kun, the water in the ocean. Wait, the water in the ocean off of Florida is over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We did talk about this yesterday, but I didn't have a term for it. Fucking what? That is hot. No. Mel, I want to. I was literally saying that yesterday. Like, if I could get a little pool in this room, I would sit in a bikini. I would become a pool streamer. I wouldn't even care. People could come at me all day. Like, I would do it just for the sake of fucking comfort. I would. It's just so... You guys know, we're all hot right now. Everybody's hot. It just sucks.
When I tell you to come, you better come.
Crispy, thank you for resubbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving names to me for that tier 2 sub.
Hell, Satan. That alert.
That alert is so stupid. Skylace was looking at it. I believe it. I mean, if any of you go after someone for literally sitting in a baby pool because they're roasting their ass off, you're assholes. I mean, that's gotta kill literally all the fish. That is so scary. In the afternoons, we hang out in the paddling pool outside with a little cooler, and Riker lays in there with us. My dogs, literally, we used to have a kiddie pool, but they wrecked it. They love water. My dog, that's probably the saddest part, is I got poodles, which if you didn't know, poodle means puddle in German. I got poodles. I got fucking water dogs in Colorado. My dogs have never gotten to swim. Like, they tromp through some creeks we've found. That's sad. And they love water. They love water. Oh my God, they love water. For those of us that don't fit in bathtubs, we gotta fucking stick together. I've looked, I'm the only thing is those portable tubs, they're still just like plastic. And my dog, Trick, he likes to dig in water. I think it's because he wants to swim, and we've never found a body of water he can legitimately swim in. Like, it's always just a fucking creek. So he digs in the pool and wrecks them. So if I literally had it in here, he would just flood my house. It would literally have to be like a plexiglass pool or something. I don't know what I'd have to do to get them to not ruin it. Because they love it. They want to be in it. They fucking love water. I sit in the direct line of the mini split. Lucky you. So does Zach. Zach has a mini split that just blares in his face all day. Oh God, Nate, that's gotta be nice. It's really hard to cool our house down this time of day. It's just the sun cooks us. It's a nice 65. Oh my God, you spoiled bitches. Okay, can I just 95? That's it. Yesterday it was already like 98 first thing in the morning. I think it's gonna be cooler today though. It's not near as hot as it's been this week. This week, I mean, there were a couple days where I could barely sit down to stream because I would just like there was no comfortable position. I was just sitting here like, yeah, it's only 83. It's not only. It's not that bad right now. Good morning, Dead Minds. How are you? Peer pressure from dead people. That's going on my Facebook. Is that not one of the best things you've ever heard? Tradition is just peer pressure from dead people. I love it. It's great. As someone who literally has zero family and no tradition whatsoever or ties to literally anything ever, it makes me feel a little bit better about that. I got this sprinkle mat for Riker that's a sprinkle mat. My dogs would love a kayak. I grew up kayaking. I grew up on a lake. Like, I'm just a water person. This is probably why I really hate it here. I grew up on a lake, and I used to go kayaking all the fucking time. I used to have the sexiest arms, Beth. I can't even tell you. Now I just have this. But I used to kayak a lot. Screw tradition! I agree. Cheers to that. Bingo! Yeah, I love my bingo wing. The bingo wings are fucking epic. I don't have a legit bingo wing, but someday I might. I'll nurse her. She'll get saggy. It'll be great. So I'm gonna look for a sprinkle mat. I'm gonna write that down because what I've been doing, because my dog, it is so hot. They love water. I turn the sprinkler on. I have one of those sprinklers that's just like a fan does this kind of thing back and forth, you know? And I turn it on so it like barely dribbles and goes back and forth, and then the dogs just lay in it and like bite at it because I don't know what else to do for them. Like there's no way to cool them off. But a sprinkle mat, I feel like they would just lay on and fucking love until they died. I'm gonna write that down. Hold on. As was said, tradition is just peer pressure from dead people being forced on you by your living elders. God damn, that's so real. I would come any time of year, honestly. Like, Zach he's such a precious person. He honestly, like, I'm so used this sounds sad. I'm not saying it to get pity. I'm really used to just doing things alone my whole life. Like, I've just middle child, unhealthy, emotionally unavailable relationships. I'm just kind of really accustomed to, maybe casually being like, hey, I'm thinking of doing this thing. Are you interested in that? But I'm already ready for them to say no, and I've already prepared to go alone. Like, I don't even expect anyone to want to go with me because I'm just that fucking used to it. And in pretty much every single relationship I've had in the past, romantic wise, that I've like a serious relationship where I've lived with my partner, I have traveled solo completely. Like I will casually be like, "Hey, I'm thinking of going to Germany. Like, does that sound cool?" And once you get the he, ha, I'm just like, "That's fine because I already bought the tickets and I'm packed and I'm leaving tomorrow." Like I just don't expect anyone to ever want to join me. I'm so fucking hardwired for it. And Zach is like, I'll just say like, "I think I really want to go visit Sexy and Beth," and he'll be like, "Okay, when are we going?" And it's just weird. It's great, but very different. Because I mean, I have to stop myself from planning my whole trip alone. I can't do that now. I have to literally be like, "So you want to go?" Like, I'm gonna, shit. Like, he's a partner. It's very weird to have a partner. That's all I have to say. Like, anyone else out there who's been blessed with a partner, like, when you don't even have to ask, they just kind of know you would. I mean, who the fuck wants to travel alone? Like, once in a while, I like to be alone. I do enjoy my alone time. But I have never fucked in a foreign country to this day. And that is sad to me because no one wants to do anything. People are boring. Supportive partners are strange. It's so strange. Like, I have to stop myself. I've actually found myself, no shit, Nine, being like, "Hey, I'm thinking of going here," and him saying, "Okay, when are we going?" And me just before I even listen to his response, going, "Don't worry, you don't have to go. Don't worry about it. I'm totally used to doing things alone. You don't have to go. It's fine." I start like chasing people away from me subconsciously because I'm so used to just being violently independent in everything. I don't like it's actually like that's probably it's unnerving. Very. That is the word. It's unnerving. It is, because, like, I'm sure if any of you have had any level of trauma that deals with that kind of stuff when you were kids or otherwise, your instinct is, "Oh, what do I owe you now? You're doing something that wasn't your idea. You're probably doing it and you don't want to do it. What do I owe you now? What kind of debt, emotionally or otherwise, am I gonna fucking be in right now?" It's always a transaction. You're only as good as what you're worth to somebody. Yeah, it's fucked. And to do that to children, oh my God. Yeah, it's fucked. Bacon, I mean, it's worth the wait. That's all I'll say. I know it, like, Zach and I were just having this conversation the other day, man. It's so weird. It's so weird what things look like from the outside when you don't, like, when Zach and I were first chit chatting before we ever even, like, hung out in person, like, personally, we'd met at cons and shit like that. But when we were just, like, internet chatting each other, um, he was talking about that the other day and he was like, we were talking about, like, places to live. And he was like, "Well, you seemed really happy in Baltimore. Like, didn't you love Baltimore? Like, I used to watch your stream every day and we would talk and stuff. You seemed super happy." And I just looked at him and was like, "I drink myself to sleep daily." Like, drank myself to sleep daily. But it's wild what you don't fucking know looking on the outside. Like, people can seem really, really happy or really, really, like, yeah, wild. It's wild what you don't see. And, like, I don't know. Yeah, communication, man. I did show my boobs in the UK, that's true. And I mean, Millie and I kiss, like friend kiss, so maybe that counts. Should have heard, you might have, how he talks about you on stream. If I'm there, I doubt he does that. If he knows I'm there. How he praises his luck for having found someone as amazing as you. I think he'd walk over hot coals for me too, and that's really, really hard for me to deal with. I'd rather roll on the hot coals. That's the problem. Me too, Nineless. I love to just go. Like, and it doesn't, not necessarily spontaneous going, but like, that's the weird part to me. It's like, "Hey, I'm thinking of going to Germany in a year," and people start humming and hawing already. I don't want to travel with that person. Like, even if they eventually come to the conclusion that they want to go, you're immediate, like, if, you know what I mean? It's really hard. Like, when I propose travel to someone and they don't automatically jump with excitement, I'm like, "Ooh, I don't, you know what? Maybe you should just Because I'm a get up and fucking go, dude. Thailand. I always think of Thailand. Seriously, Nate. I want to go back so bad. I want to take Zach so bad. He could touch a baby elephant if he wants. Like, not in a weird way, but like at a refuge where they're rescued from horrible people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to take him there. He would have such a fucking good time because he's like me. He's up for anything. Like, he'll eat anything. He'll go and do anything. He's not nervous about anything. You know, he's safe. He's not an idiot. Like, I'm not going out there walking down dark alleys naked as a female in the world. Like, it doesn't make it right the way the world is, but also I'm not going to die trying to prove a point. I'm not doing that. But like it's just refreshing to be around people like that versus the oh I don't want anymore. It's like fuck off. We're all gonna die one day. Like let's fucking do shit before that point. Fuck's sake. Us lot all being in close vicinity, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like the activities would be off the charts. I'd have to keep to stream. Oh, bacon, bacon. You know. Dude, Bacon said, hold on. This is really really relatable. Hold on. My chat just did the jump. I know, bud. I know, it's almost time. I'm chronically single. Like, I find the one that it turns out they're neurotypical and I'm not, and they ghost me. You know, I don't know if this will help in any way, shape, or form, and you might be completely aware of this, but like I did this, I was going through something so fucking similar when I first became a respiratory therapist. When I first was like licensed and started working as a respiratory therapist, I I think all of us kind of have a level of like fakeness we put on in public, a mask, if you will. Use the word you want. Because you don't go to the grocery store and say cunt, fuck, shit, balls, pussy, ooze, and tell stories about doctor things in the line of the grocery store. However, when I'm chilling with my friends online, I'm gonna fucking do those things. We're definitely a different person. And I think this is just I've talked to my therapist about it a lot because I did something so similar, not in terms of relationships, but not in terms of romantic relationships, but in terms of friendships. I would go to work and I worked at a hospital as someone who, dealt with a lot of like very serious traumatic situations and or death and stuff like that. So like it's it's a healthy level of pretend at that point, I think. Like there's a certain level where it's like, no, I'm not going to be this version of Katie when I'm releasing a child from life or something horrible like that. Like obviously. But what happens is you create a mask so fucking effective, you forget to ever take it off. And whatever personality and whatever of you put into the world, i.e. into the people you are approaching to, i.e. be friends or whatever, that's what you're going to attract. You know what I mean? Like people love a mirror. People love to just be comfortable and be around someone that they can identify with. But if you're only projecting a mask, then people you have literally nothing in common with are going to be the only people attracted to being your friend. And I remember going to my therapist and being like, why do I not like my fucking friends? Like, I enjoyed them at work. We had good laughs and stuff like that. But the moment we would sit down and have a real talk or something like that, they would start just talking and I'd be like, wow, I don't agree with anything you're saying. You bought your 4-year-old a rifle. Like, I don't know what's happening here. And it was really, really hard for me. And I couldn't understand, like, I kind of had like a breakdown. Like, am I just going to attract the type of people to myself? Like, are the people that want to be my friend just people I don't want to be friends with? Which sounds horrible, but it was because the me that was listening to them was not the me on the surface, if that makes sense. Like, I would sit there and, oh my God, a rifle? Wow. But on the inside, I was like, ah! But I didn't project that. So people that had similar opinions to me, similar thought processes, similar moral values were not attracted to hanging out with me because they saw the, oh, a 4-year-old with a rifle. Yeah. Cute. You know what I'm saying? And that is not like fucking scrubbing a permanent mask off your face that you've built for years and years and years just to function in public is not an easy task by any means. And I don't think any of us complete it. But like, it takes a certain level of courage to kind of just actually be yourself around other people and hope to God someone out there's like, me too. It sucks. But man, dude, I did that shit hard for a really long time. Or like, I remember, when I would have to go to these conventions, like for respiratory stuff, like respiratory therapy conventions where you learn about new ventilator techniques and you learn about new life-saving techniques, et cetera, et cetera. And you have to drive nice. You have to dress nice. You have to dress like, what would you call it? Like casual, professional, like suit pant kind of thing. Black suit pant, like salesman. Everybody looks like a salesman. That's all I can come up with. Like a cute blouse and some chunky fake jewelry and like a black pant and a black like blazer. That's it. I don't know what else you would call it. But you have to business casual. Thank you. That's the term. You have to dress that way. And I remember, oh yes, thank you. I remember going to the mall and like being in dressing rooms and shit like that and trying on these clothes. And not only does nothing ever fit me because I'm 6 feet tall and all legs and look like a Tim Burton character, but I remember looking at myself in the mirror and just thinking, like, is this my life? I feel ugly. I feel frumpy. I feel gross. I don't feel sexy. I don't feel attractive. I hate everything about everything I'm doing right now. But this is the right thing. Like, this is what everybody else is doing. And this is the mold I have put myself into. I went to school for 9+ years for this. Like, this is what I've done. And I would break down, like, this is going to be my life. I'm going to be friends with people I have nothing in common with. And I'm going to dress in like I had, and when you go to work, you're wearing scrubs. So it was literally, there was no sense of me. Literally had kind of buried myself in this persona of what I thought was a professional working at the hospital, which kind of is, but for some people, that's already kind of a natural thing. They don't have 50 tarantulas and a lot of piercings and blue hair. Like, it's easier to assimilate into that. And for me, it really felt like burying myself in fucking shit. It was really bad. Like, I have a lot of guilt with not working in a hospital. I still keep my license up to date and everything. Cheers. But I have a lot of guilt with leaving the career because I was damn good at it. But also, my mental state was so bad. And I'm sure you can identify with this. I'm not special in any way, shape, or form. Like, I think almost every one of us deal with this. Every day, you wake up and you fight until you go to sleep. All day. It's just fighting the neurospicy to not be too fucking spicy all day. And I completely understand when you say it's so hard to try to, a friendship, let alone a romantic relationship with someone who's neurotypical, let's be honest. Like, raise your hand if you think there's neurotypicals in the world. With those who refuse to go to therapy, it's really, really hard. You think there's neurotypicals? Where are they? Where are they? Show me one. I want to see one. Okay, come on. That's cheating. All right, Viata's our unicorn. But for real, most of the people I've known in my life who would self-describe as neurotypical are insane. It's kind of like the person who's like, I avoid drama at all fucking costs. Oh my God, drama queens. Stay away from that bitch. That's the drama epicenter. Right? She's just told you. She's beaming it. Run! Most of the time. I'd say that about you, but we don't talk about that. I mean, honestly, Viata, like, I wouldn't say you're neurotypical, but I'd say you're neurospicy in the best ways possible because you have a very unique brain in that not many people would take on being with someone that was aspy or had, like, past addiction issues or had a current addiction issue or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. People are always battling something, and everyone looking for a relationship is always looking for someone who has nothing going on. I don't need anyone else's shit in my life. You've got too much shit going. I'm good. Like, that's you know what I mean? It's such a, I don't know how to say that. I'm not trying to lick your asshole, but you know what I mean? It takes someone there are parents who can't hug their neurospicy children, let alone someone who will take on a stranger and say, I love you regardless of anything. Bring on that ass be sexy. Let's do this together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. And I'm here to let you know that. Cheers. Neurotypical, that's what I mean when I say no one's really neurotypical because everyone's kind of got something, but the technical, like, medical definition of someone who is neurotypical is someone who may or may not have signs of ADD or signs of bipolar or something, but nothing going on neurochemically is enough to interrupt their everyday activities. You know? So, like, when some bitch is like, oh my God, I'm like so OCD. I really like when my books are in alphabetical order versus someone who doesn't leave their house for 7 weeks because they must alphabetize their books by the first letter of the first sentence of every chapter. You know what I mean? That is what I think medically speaking when we say a neurotypical person doesn't mean you perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has depression at times. Everybody has exciting moments. Everybody has, you know, neuro shit going on, but like it doesn't interrupt your everyday activities. So like I'm sure you've known people who get so depressed they physically cannot get out of bed versus, you know, I'm having a low day, but I can still get up and feed myself and take care of my dogs. Yeah, just different levels, really. Shallow, bland, and so on. A for people. I'm typically neurotic. Does that count? The most beautiful flowers in my garden are my new roses. My neuroses. My new rosies. I love that. That's beautiful. OMG. My mother and I had a combo last night and she admitted that she thinks she was ADHD like me. No shit. She's going to talk to her doc about it. Dude, I wish. I don't like I don't like I have no room to judge anybody's self-experience, even my own mother. But like I don't know how she looks at like her 6 remaining children and doesn't think like maybe some therapy. Like my parents have lost 2 children and neither have been to therapy for it ever. Not only that, like all of us are super neurospicy, like on so many levels, and she made us. Like, and that's not, I'm not as a dig, but you know, it's like if I peed blue for 3 days, I'd probably go ask the doctor why my piss was blue, because I'm probably doing something to make my piss blue. And I'm not comparing myself to piss, but like, there's a common denominator here. I just think her life would be so much more enriched if she had someone to talk to about that stuff, because I think she's got all the same stuff as us. I alphabetize my MTG cards by color first, then by expansion, then by name. My bookshelf is colored, date bought, and red. I get it. Bobo, same. Yeah. Or I'm sure your mom does this. I don't know what I did to mess up all you kids. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what that therapist of yours is telling you, but I don't think I did anything wrong. Who said you did, bitch? But someone's self-reflecting on the inside, methinks. Speaking of Zach, just realized what cup I'm using. Is it break time, bud? Is it break time? You need to go potty. Oh shit. Bill woke me up this morning at 5 in the morning to take the Hershey squirts. I felt really bad for her, but I just have to say I'm so glad my dogs wake me up to go to potty. Instead of just Hershey squirting, right, bud? What are you up to? You're naked. Where's your collar? You're naked, bud. This is my void. My special void boy. But she's like, also has difficulty relaxing. Yep. I always told her that, and she can't pay attention to a movie. I was like, oh my God, hard, same. Did your mom always do the bills when you tried to sit down and watch a movie? Yes, sir? Oh, big stretch, Bubba. That's a big stretch. That's a big stretch, you beautiful poodle. He's so cute. Is this, he's like, Bob, it's time. It's time to go. All right, we'll take a break. My mom does that, no shit. She's also like, you don't need therapy. I never went to a therapist and I turned out fine. I hate when they say that because I can't keep a straight face. I'm like, uh-huh, you sure did, Ma. You have a very special bone, Nate. Like maybe one of the most unique bones. Did my shit move? Yes. Ginger Bay, thank you so much for the raid and welcome raiders. I do apologize for taking a break at the exact, I swear to God, I have the world's worst timing. Ugh. 2 out of 3 breaks, and it will be when a raid happens if I'm raided, and I just don't know why it's me. Thank you so much for the raid and welcome everybody. Sexy. Dude, my plants look really good right now. I'm really excited. Coffee. Oh my God. I was just showing Zach my poppies. Like, I didn't really know what would grow because we have like clay. It's not dirt, it's like this like just silty clay shit. So, Crispy was telling me that basically because they have the same issue in Georgia, they have like the red clay. You have to like rototill in mulch and dirt and topsoil and sand and all this stuff to create like land so you can plant. So because it's clay, I can't rototill because a rototiller would literally just pick up chunks of clay like this big and like fling it at my house and break fucking windows or something. So I had to hand till it, meaning just taking a spade and like breaking up the ground and raking in sand and dirt. And I've been doing like, I feel ripped. Really, my arms feel great, but it's been so exhausting. So basically, I just did like kind of wildflower seeds, basically, because I didn't know what would grow. So I did a batch of all different kinds of clover. Like literally, I think it had 7 types of clover in it, and then 7 types of other just biodiverse like ground cover types of plants. I know I have buckwheat growing in my yard. I know I have some like sweet peas or something growing in there. Lots of different clover, like all different. Like I have clover that grows like this tall and has little white blossoms on it that smell like cucumber. They smell so good, or like honeydew melon. And then I have some clover that's like big purple heads on it, and those just smell like really sweet, like honeysuckle. Like it's crazy what is growing in my yard. But poppies, I got this really small bag of a mix. I guess it was a mix. It said it was one species of poppy, but basically they're just every color you can imagine, like from dusky gray, like gray rose color, all the way to like vibrant blood red. And I spread those everywhere, and they're starting to bloom, and they are so fucking cool looking. They're so pretty. But before they bloom, they look like something out of Mario. Like they're just like this spiky, or like they look like Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. But then they're a poppy and they're gorgeous, but it's wild what's actually been able. And I have like 2 tomato plants and 4 sunflowers that I know of. I have to wait for things to grow bigger. I know humidity. Well, that's excellent. Seriously, like this year. So last year we redid the fence because the fence we had was like so old it would literally pick up with the wind and like do this, you know. So it was like $13,000 though. So that was last year. We were like, okay, no more. We're done with the yard for last year. And then this year, we didn't even like normally by July at least it is bone dry and in the 90s and hundreds here, period, and just like fire hot, gross. But for some fucking reason, we have had like East Coast rain every single day for months. Like it gets 98, 100 degrees during the day, and then around 3 or 4 p.m., it like pisses from the sky for 2 hours. So it was like the best year to plant ever. I haven't had to water my garden more than like twice at all. It's insane. So this is such an unrealistic expectation for any year to come, really. Dude, no shit. So they start out, they grow like the whole plant is like covered in like that weird spiky velvet stuff that's not pleasant to touch. And they start out like drooped like this. And the day they bloom, you can almost watch it without a time lapse camera. They do this and then open up like a mouth and then just like pop. And then it's a poppy and then those leaves curl under. But I mean, I can imagine them being like, feed me, Simo. I don't know if they can talk once the petals are there. Did the flower in our game talk? We're going to finish Bramble today, I think. That game is scary. We're playing a scary, creepy game, but it's really fucking cool. It was ironically very good for Fated Friday. I had to make a note. El Nino. Yeah, no shit. Oh, yes. Oh, coffee. Oh, I didn't open Discord. Okay, let me. Catherine. Oh, shit. Oh my God. It opened so fast. Oh my God. They're so cute. That's wild. You're growing coffee plants. Hold on, I'm gonna open one up. I'm trying to open one up so we can all look at this. It's a little baby coffee. Cute. I mean, coffee is a berry. We roast and drink the seed, right? Of a berry? Is it a tree? Are they gonna be trees? I wonder. I don't know. It's going good. We're gonna, I think, finish Bramble today. I don't know. I asked Zach if he knew how much longer it was, because I think the last boss we beat yesterday was the Holdra. Holdra? Exactly. Honestly, you have to raid right when people leave and raid out right as people raid. Exactly. Or just go offline. And your audio has to be fucked up. He was talking about how you met. Oh, and how he never thought he'd be so lucky to find a woman as stunning fun. It was probably made a year or two ago. Nope. I know the exact one you're talking about. I think maybe we were all just more aware of things we were lucky to have then. Well, we've talked about that amongst ourselves. Like, no relationship's perfect. We spat. We have little arguments here and there. But the fact that we started a relationship and moved in together and COVID hit literally that weekend, like the shutdown of COVID. I don't think any relationship starts out expecting to spend 24 hours a day with the same human being suddenly in the same little box. It was a very we just got lucky that we're both hella laid back people. Honestly, I think we've talked about it before, because had we not been, I think we would have killed one another. I don't know. But both of us are just kind of there are very few things in this world that bother me, and if they do bother me, I just take care of them myself. So same with him. So it just worked very nicely. It is a tree. That's what I thought. I don't have WhatsApp anymore. No, because what did they? WhatsApp was they were being creepy. I don't remember why I stopped using WhatsApp. Oh my God, is this Eminem? What the fuck? They can grow up to 6 feet. You had a coffee plant? Did it get berries? No, I always say raid and run. You've been streaming. It's time to stand up, stretch your legs, get some water, and go get some sun. But wear sunscreen, because that's important. But seriously, I encourage raiding and running. Seriously, stand up and stretch your body and get some fucking rest. But thank you very much, and I appreciate you. Oh, is that what it's owned by Facebook? There was because I used it pretty religiously when I first started texting, when I first started streaming and had friends all over the world. I have Signal, I think is the one I have, which I initially used for drug dealing, but I don't have to do that anymore. I have to load a bowl. Hold on. I might have to go to I think I left my weed in my bedroom. Hold on. Nate, hard same. Same, Jeff. Where the fuck? Oh, I see my water. I at least have it today. Hydrate, motherfuckers. Slow cooked ribs. Oh my God, Marnux, yum. That's food foreplay. Yep, it was for drugs. Yep. Zeke, thanks for subbing the class. Keeping the class alive and keeping it in your swings. Okay, the story was when we first got together and how you felt super lucky to find me during COVID, because of us being locked in together for, well, I assume that's where it's probably stemmed from, because I was saying the same thing. We flirted, fucked, moved in, COVID shut down, and immediately stuck together in the same house for 3 years, literally with almost no outside interaction because COVID. We were very lucky, and I was saying it's probably because we're super laid back. For the most part, everybody has things that bother them, but we are so laid back people that really there's nothing either of us do that's world shattering. You know? Hi, Viro. How are you, love? Forgiving. That's very, very true. We've actually talked about that before. We've probably both just expressed appreciation for that fact. And I think Zach has said this before, because his family is some of the most, I've met almost all of his family up in Montana. They are some of the warmest, nicest, most just non-judgmental human beings I've ever been in the same room with in my life. I've never felt so comfortable and just so at peace with like a very large group of people in my life. And when I said that to Zach, Zach was like, like a lot of my families, like each person has had personal trials and tribulations and fucked up on their own. And they have like just a level of understanding of like everybody fucks up. Everybody has their own story. No one's here to like, no one's right is to judge or whatever. And it's just like, it's so different than anything I had ever experienced in my life. Literally, like I remember as a kid, like starving myself for a week before a holiday because I knew we had to go visit family. And the only way any of my family would pay attention to me is if I like looked thin, because then I was beautiful. And I remember doing that, like the judgment levels of shit like that. Like you're only valuable if you're pretty or if like if you're useful in some way or rich or something like that. And oh god, don't surround yourself with those people. It is really nice to not have them. Like to be around people that like just don't give a fuck about any of that in any like capacity. It is. I don't even have a word for it. Like how fucking like it's like breathing after holding your breath for too long. Like after a while, you kind of forget you're holding your breath and you just start to pass out. I found with Crispy that being forgiving helps very much so. Yeah. If you asked me that I was going, I know. If you asked me if that was going to work out, I'd have been skeptical. 2.5 years in the same house and no vacations, yeah, and no, I mean no nothing. Like the odds were not in our favor, but I'm glad they worked out. It was just I don't know if that worked for most people. Bear in mind, this is mom's side of the family. Dad's side's a little more traditional in that a lot of them say they love you because they're supposed to. I'm much more comfortable with that. I know how to do that. Yeah, it's my camera. When I bump the desk, it wobbles, and I also have a lot of fans going on around me right now that are causing like literally the ground to shake because it's hot. So if I look like I'm shaking, I'm shaking. I'm baking, shake and bake. Happy Saturday, Molly. Pretty good special treatment. It's pounded into our heads from every direction since birth. Isn't that fucking gross? It's so gross. And now I don't like it's yeah, especially when it's kids. Man, like when I think back on it, I used to like write it off a lot, like, oh, it's just the way they are, whatever. And my therapist has reminded me, like, you were 10. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Maybe that shouldn't be happening when you're 10. I'm just moving chat so we can bramble this motherfucker. I won't cut the song, though. I would never. My mom's side is the obligatory I love you and is super judgy. My dad's side is super conservative minded, Trump lovers, but they hold family above all else. God, that's got to be fucking conflicting. My dad's sides, they all died before I was like 7. So I didn't know them like for fuck all, but they were hella Catholic. So I'm assuming they weren't great. And my mom's side is the whole I love you because we're supposed to, but like out of sight, out of mind. Like the moment I moved out of my mom's house and wasn't forced to go to family occasions, I haven't spoken to any of my aunts or cousins since. Like, my can't really blame yourself when you're dependent on so much and so many people. It's free when you can forgive yourself. Very true. Very true. No one should blame themselves for anything. I think everyone should be like, forgiveness is most important when it comes to you, like yourself. Like I think that's one of the biggest things. Fuck everybody else. Like no one can control how you feel at the end of the day, ever, ever. You control your reactions to what other people do. At the end of the day, like logically speaking. However, we can make an effort not to hurt people because that's called being kind. I think most of us fucking do that. 16 years living together, not married. Dude, fuck yeah. I think marriage is something that's like a personal thing for people these days. I don't like all the people I know that are married, they don't look at marriage as like, this is solidifying our relationship. This is going to make it so they can never leave me or whatever. Usually it's because they have kids together or they have a house together or like it's just they want to have a fucking party or something like that. I don't know anybody who, at least like nowadays, it's tax benefit. That's another reason. Yeah. Or like if I had kids, I would absolutely want to have a marriage license involved just so like my partner and I had access to the kids for medical reasons, stuff like that. Like that's very important to me. But I don't know anyone that looks at it like in that weird traditional way unless it's I mean, I know some people that are a little I don't know. We all know there's cheers. Where is my game? Motherfuck. We're human, we're imperfect. Most are doing the best they fucking double cheers to that, 9. Dude, A fucking men on that. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt because I truly believe everyone's trying to do the best with what they fucking have to do their best with. Most people. There are outliers. Can't deny that. But most people are trying their fucking best. Dude, sexually right? I mean, you know what Zach and I did. Dude, not. I just can't agree harder with that. I think that's so important. Like, that's helped me a lot with my relationship with my parents and with other family members and stuff like that. Like, not focusing so much on my own neurotic experience, but like realizing that every single person around me that may be affecting me in a negative or a positive way are also experiencing their own fucking internal dialogue and their own trauma and their own everything. It really helps be less of a piece of shit, which I think all of us have been and can be. We try not to be. Like, no one's perfect. It certainly helps with legal things too. Tax is just a part of it. Insurance, laws, information, too much easier if you're married. Yeah, 100%. Save money. Yep. Like, there's great benefits to it. 100%. And I don't, like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody that I know that gets married these days, it's usually people that have been together forever. And they just like, okay, like, we already, like, we've done all the things except this. I'm like, yes, but no, but yes, but like, legally no. Ryan's mom would fucking die if we got married without her. You know, I used to think that, and then I moved away from my parents, and I realized that once I'm out of their sight, they don't give a fuck what I do ever, so. But yeah, probably most parents would. That last cheers was sad. I'm just, cheers. Game, come on. The Xbox app is being a douchebaggle. Don't fuck with me. Okay. When Lafayette was no more. Like, did you know the actor passed away very randomly? Super sad. The actor, I can't remember his name, but the actor that played Lafayette, he had like a heart thing and just passed away super, super suddenly. And it was so sad because he's so great. I saw him in multiple of those shows too. Yep. Yeah. Nelson Ellis. Thank you, BDO. Yeah. I think he had a congenital heart thing and he was young. I mean, maybe in his 40s. Maybe. Super young, super random, just like, yeah, so sad because he was phenomenal, dude. He had so much potential. He was such a good fucking actor. I know, sad. I'm big ol' wetty. Bitch, you know me. Why did Chuck Taylors look so good but are literally the worst casual shoe I've ever felt? Yeah, I know. You know what's crazy is I used to bitch about the Chucks that my parents would buy me from like Walmart or whatever, and my dad was like, that's what we wore for basketball when I was a kid. You need to fucking deal with it. And I was like, why would you do that? You're welcome. It was great. But yeah, the show overall, I mean, it wasn't like top quality. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think True Blood was like the beginning of HBO's like torture porn era. Of just like bloody titties in every show ever. Crabster. What's with this? What's with this was bullshit? I'm still DC queer. Let's fucking go. We're all a little gay. Old habits die hard. I still skate. What are you gonna do? Skater shoes work. I feel sometimes, I don't know, I guess I am the new my age, but like if I look at my mom when she was my age, I feel special a little. Like not like I'm special, but like I'm special. Thanks. Man, I wish. I've never found a combat boot that was like comfortable on my foot. I don't know. They always felt like I was breaking a bone or something to break them in. And also, they almost always have really thick soles. And just my insecurity with my height, I don't wear anything that's going to jack my height up in any way, shape, or form. Like, if anything has a semblance of a heel, it's immediately outlawed in my brain. I'm like, no. I don't want any more inches. I just don't want it. I'm good. Were we able... these ones... Yeah. What were those called? Ooh. What were those? Trek decks? Trek decks? I was out flipping those. Tech decks. Tech decks. That's what they were. Tech decks. Trek decks? I think I was thinking of Trek's the fucking decking. Tech decks. I was out flipping that shit. No, skateboard was just a mode of transportation for me. I've never been coordinated enough to do anything cool on any sort of wheels. Just easy mode of transportation that I could carry with me and wouldn't get stolen like a bike. I love you, Vissy. Thank you for enjoying the end of the game with us. It was fucking gorgeous. I very much liked it. That's absolutely true. Sleeping with inappropriate people in a pool of blood has taken HBO all the way through the Game of Thrones. And Game of Thrones ended up trash anyways, motherfuckers. I'm not bitter. You are. Cheers. Is it 420? Did we almost miss it? Cheers. Oh, we're just cheers. Bissy, have fun crafting, love. Cheers. I've never been brave, David. Even snowboarding, I never did tricks. Like, just getting from point A to point B, I almost snapped my shoulder in half. You know, what's funny you say that, David? David said, he could always longboard. This is a different vibe. You don't need to flip anything. No shit, we have a longboard in our shed that I believe was Scott's, but it's been sitting in my shed for 3 years, like getting hot and cold and hot and cold and hot and cold. Would it be totally like, would it just shatter if I tried it? Because Scott's just left it in there. I might as well try it, right? But I was thinking like the wood of the board. Just, it's been in like a closed door shed, but still like the heat and the humidity gets to it. I've thought about it though, just because it's already there. But I mean, so no shit. This is the only reason I haven't tried a longboard in general, not just Scott's longboard. When I was, you can't generalize personal experience, just fear now. I just have fear of it. When I was in college, I think it was like my freshman year, longboards were getting really popular, or maybe they've always been popular and I just never ever heard of them before, but longboards became like a thing at my college. And so every fucking, little hipster fuck had a longboard and they slacklined at the park. Every single one of them. And this one kid longboarded down a steep fucking hill. Like the hill, I mean, I can't guess grades, but I lived on this hill and it was this. Like, you kind of walked sideways on it, and at the end of it, it did a very sharp blind turn. And this kid went down in his longboard and didn't make the turn or something, and that turn was enhanced or had the lovely border of a cement wall, like a noise barrier, so that kid just went straight into it and ended up with like pins in every fucking part of his body. And I don't know, I guess longboards are harder to turn fast, and that's why this kid like was trying to turn slow and didn't make it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need a long because I only know how to skateboard. That's all I've ever done. And those, you just you can go anywhere anytime. Like you can just pick it up. And I don't know what happened, but they didn't turn fast enough. And that has just I saw that kid like with the pins and stuff obviously, not at the accident, but goddamn. Ever since then, every time I think of longboarding, I'm like, "But you can't turn. There's no left turning. I'm not ambi-turnable." Timon, how are you, love? I'm bitter. I stay bitter. Stick with my strengths. You know what? In Italy, bitter comes after the dessert. So if you think about it, in some countries, you're the favorite. The thingy thingies, the things we all got taken away in school. Mojade, how are you, love? Hi, Donna, how are you? We just beat that game. I'm still kind of in awe of it. It was really good. Like the story, the fight, the battles, the graphics, everything. All of the above was just so fucking well done. And like Lena was looking it up yesterday when we started. Unknown publisher, unknown to us in general, like studio, which is refreshing. It's kind of cool to see like indie studios make such a fucking bang up game. The bloody. You mean the area where I got cut in half? No. That was the area. So when we first started the game, I don't know if you've played the whole thing, Donna, but when you first start the game, you start in like happy, like dwarves and elves and magical times. And when I looked at, I think it was the Steam page for it, I looked at the Steam page for it just to see like the trailer. And the trailer started with this kid like wading through the intestines, which I think is part of the butcher room, like when you're sneaking around the edges. And so while I'm playing this like sweet, happy time, like, ha ha ha, I'm like, this shit's gonna get fucking dark though. Like when? And then all of a sudden, I'm pretty sure Viata pointed it out. Like I had to lead a little crew of little gnomes, and one of them got caught in a bear trap and popped. And I was like, oh shit, it's happening. And it just never got happy again. Oh yeah, and the rest of them I led into a safe house that was immediately pummeled by a troll. I will never be the same. It was great, but god damn. What the fuck? Great minds, man. Great though. Today can suck pustule juice. If today is at your behest, today suffers, because yes, right around when you're playing hide and seek. Yeah, the GM was having a bad day. You successfully lead 7 out of 8 gnomes through the bear traps. Oh my god, dear GM, what happened to gnome number 8? They fucking popped, Jim. They what? Can I cast a spell of... They're dead now, Jim. Move on. Bad days. It was a bad day. Hi, bud. What's up? Are you just feeling the need? People are still setting off fireworks here, and it's been making my dogs angry again. Fuckers. Then you start getting around to meet the spawn at the old apartment. Ooh. Oh, the cleaning process. Good luck. Oh my gosh. I don't know the last time you had to clean an apartment, but lifesavers these days, they're new. Those fucking Mr. Clean, in, what are they called? Like, erasers or whatever? The Mr. Clean eraser sponges things. Like, be careful, because they'll literally strip the paint off the walls. No, they're like a sponge. Oh god, they're amazing. Just for getting like, scuffs, or if you have tack holes, fill it with toothpaste and then use this sponge. This like they're like a dry sponge. You just use it to like smooth it over. They're incredible. But if you go too hard, they'll literally like take the spackle and paint off the walls. So you have to be careful. I have some close by. Hold on. Watch out, Bubba. I don't want to hurt your neck. Oh, fuck. I thought I had some. It was sandpaper. What are those things called? The sheets probably work the same. Is it called the magic eraser? Magic eraser. Mr. Clean's magic erasers. Yeah, I think it's all the exact same thing. Like they sell a million types of them nowadays. But dude, just like, for the stupid shit on the walls, like scuffs and stuff like that. Oh, those things were a lifesaver moving constantly. Once those came out, I still have them. Those are incredible. Yep, there's generic ones. That's what Viata's saying. She has like the sheets she'll just cut up. Yeah, I think they're all basically the exact same thing. I don't know what the fuck is in that sponge, but they are crazy good at getting rid of just, shit that a cleaner won't get off your wall. A stain. There's a wine stain on your white spackle wall. Magic eraser, bitch. Wine stain no more. Magic. Black magic. Right? The magic. Yeah, magic, dude. I wish I had one nearby to show you guys what I mean. They're amazing. I don't even, what are they? As a chemist, I feel I should have looked into that. I don't have any near me, otherwise I would. They're pretty cool. I don't know, is there an actual active ingredient in them, or is it the sponge itself? Crotch Goblin's pretty good. Womb Fruit is one of my favorites, because it's funny, but not, like, insulting. Pets, great ones. Is it melamine foam? So it's probably like the sharp ass like tiny ass texture of that shit that's breaking down the wall if you scrub too hard. Because I've definitely scrubbed too hard. My child accidentally destroyed my 65-inch TV. Oh. Oh. How was it an accident? Oh. As a clumsy human, I broke a lot of things that my parents loved, and man, I still to this day they haunt me. Like weird shit haunts me because they were so mad. And like there was nothing I could have done differently, really. So I just like festered forever. I'm just gangly. Crotch Goblin, as an adult, I think Crotch Goblin's fucking hilarious. I think some parents might get offended. I go through them at work. Some dumbass thought all white would be a good look for reception. Maybe they were trying to make it look medical so people who weren't used to buying weed like felt safe or something. Like that shiny white, pristine kind of fake look, if you will. Dude, right? I'm thinking like feet scuffing up against the edge of it, people's purses leaning up against the edge of your countertop, scuffing, all the scuffs. Just scuffs. Yeah. Dude, I mean, I don't think I own anything white simply because how the fuck do you keep white clean? Like, you must lead a pretty weird lifestyle to keep white precious. I don't know. White just is fucking asking for something. Cabinets, counters, my desk, all the furniture, the walls, so many footprints in places feet should not be. I'm sorry, can you clarify? Like, to the windows, to the walls. Yeah, sometimes my dog's panting is shaking the floor. I hate this weather. All right, baby. How about if I put Bill's afraid of the fan, but she gets so hot. Ew, are you okay? Oh my god, her breath. We're tired of this, huh, guys? We'll play in the sprinkler, okay? Looks like I'm stroking my dick. She's kind of a chode. Get rid of the whites. I mean, amen. But also, I don't want any living space to look me neither. Sterile. Sterile doesn't mean living environment to me, unless it's a kitchen or a bathroom. And even then, like the random pube is fine or whatever. But yeah, I completely agree. It doesn't. I don't feel comfortable sitting in someone's home that feels sterile and untouched. Yeah. Like, but if they've got like blankets, tossed all over a big comfy couch and it's got big overstuffed pillows on it that are kind of like cockeyed, I'm gonna fucking plop on that shit. Like, I'm gonna grab one of those pillows and hug it and take a fucking dive on that couch. Like, that is a couch that is lived in and loved in and, whatever. Hard same, yeah. I agree. Thank you. They are pretty cute. They're suffering, right? We're very hot today and they're both hairy motherfuckers. Come here, you wanna say hi, Bill? Or Trick? This is Trick, my little void baby. He's my beautiful absorber of all the light. And then Lilith is underneath me, licking the lotion off my leg. Bam. Adam. Hello, son. Hold on. Hi. Come to say hi. Oh. Hi, Bubba. What are you up to? Oh, no. You're screaming a lot. I know. Scary game. Cool, but it was scary. That big motherfucker cut me in half. Such a cute boy. Aw. Yeah. You're so hot. I can feel it. I can feel it. You're warm. Warm. They're pretty precious. They're very intelligent, but I feel like they want to be outside all the time because they know you're eating my earbud again. Usually when we go outside, I turn on the sprinkler and we play in the water and they get to cool off. But it's not hard yet, Bubba. It would be pointless right now. It's too hotter. You just get hotter, my boy. I know. If only the mic arm would stay where we placed it every day. There is a God. Oh man, they're puppy eyed and they also, it never comes up on cam because he's honestly like literally absorbs all the light. But if you ever get like the shadow of his eyelashes, he has eyelashes like a Who from Whoville. They're like, wow. And they are eyelashes. They're like one perfect layer of just like almost a full fucking curl. And they're gorgeous. But he's also got beautiful black eyes to go along with his beautiful black fur. He's just monochromatic. He's not even monochromatic. He's chromatic. You're not chromatic. You're just mono. Grayscale. Bub. Yeah. He's so beautiful. Happy 420. Is it ironic that they jump on my lap at 420s almost every day? Dude, oh my god. How much water do you drink a day, Anthony? My dad works construction and he has a case of water bottles like in the back of his truck at all times, and I think he drinks the entire case every day, including like just chugging off of a fucking like gallon and shit like that. It's insane. I can't. It's crazy. Thank you for doing what you do. It's amazing. I couldn't do it. I'm such a pussy. I would just die. Gallons. Yeah. It's insane. And you pee like twice, maybe. Yeah. That's what my dad goes through too. It's insane. I have a lot of sympathy. That shit is fucking, that is some of the hardest work in the world. I hope you get paid worth it. Paid well, paid worth the, you know what I mean. That didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Bubba. Did you just need a snuggle, even though it's fucking hot? Yeah. Katie Cub say hi, Bob. How's how's being a dog? Is it good? Is it fun? You have a good time? Oh, you're alert. There is no sterile in my house. I don't want to roll over Bill's legs. My dog shed so much, it looks like a dog exploded in my dryer when I cleaned the filter after a load of laundry. That's, I mean, same. But it's like me and Zach both have long hair. Like Donna's saying, we're the same. Zach and I both have longish hair. He's got a beard as well. The dogs, like, they're poodles, so they don't shed, but they shed like a human sheds. So, the longer our hair gets, the more you notice it falling out. And it's, I mean, every time I run a load through the dryer, it's like a sheet of fucking hair comes out of it. Go on. Go on. I think Bill needs to potty. Zach's letting him out. They're good now. Who needs to pay? Right? If you're sweating it all out, like, where the fuck would it come from? Every construction guy I know just casually has a case of water in their car at all times. I think it's a way of life. Because how else? I mean, you just sweat. I can't. And like when I even try to, this is, I know how dumb it sounds. When I even try to put myself in the place of what my dad does every day, working construction, like outside in this nasty ass fucking heat, I think of myself like this, out in that heat, or maybe even in a bikini. No, 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 oh no. My dad wears like a long sleeve, a short sleeve, and a vest, long johns, jeans, wool socks, boots to half calf, and a hat, and then a helmet on top of that. In that heat, all day, every day. Y'all are superheroes. Please wear sunscreen and just drink water and eat salt. Like, no shit. The other thing my dad always has in his truck, I don't know if this is also a construction worker thing, but as well as a case of water, he always has a case of chips, like little bags of chips, like Doritos and shit like that. And he munches on those all fucking day long. Because you guys know that you can kill yourself by drinking too much water. You wee for your wee, literally to heaven. You got to consume salt so your body actually holds the water and hydrates you. So making sure to snack on something nice and salty throughout the day while consuming that water, great idea. Or like drinking Gatorade. All Gatorade is salt added to water so that you hold it more efficiently. Electrolytes, salt. Equals. What horse? Being a dog has to be pretty fucking great, especially if you have good owners. Hard same. I don't get a spot. I don't remember the last time I had a full body rub down bathing by another human being. My uncle's family has some allergies, and they had to get a dog with hair instead of fur. Plus, his wife didn't want all the fur shedding. That's kind of why we got the poodles. One of the many, many reasons. It was one of the big perks. Because the last dog I had for the last 13 years was a pug, and bless her soul, Millie's the most perfect dog that's ever existed in the entire world, and you can't argue me on that. I still find her hair everywhere. And this August 9th, it will be 2 years. I still find it everywhere. Everywhere. Pug hair is like pine needles that haunt you till you die. It's insane. Like, their hair will never, ever be as bad as pug hair. Pug hair is just something else. Like, I actually stopped wearing black clothes for a long period of time because it meant I couldn't touch Millie. And I was like, I just can't live this way. Row workers in high V's bikinis. I'd be reflecting. Let's fucking go. But for real, absolutely wear sunscreen, yeah. And reapply if you're sweating a lot or getting in water. Strategic Gatorade. Yep, that's my dad. He always has Gatorade, water, chips all the time. That's the best you can do. Lots of people work in those conditions, literally with worse hydration, i.e., people working in the fields down in like Texas and Mexico and shit like that are working illegal. If you like read about it, it's just like, wow. So you're not gonna die. You might feel like you're gonna die as long as you're maintaining hydration, salt consumption, and you're eating good food and getting in the shade when you can. No amount of hydration will prevent heat stroke if you overheat. So like, if you feel your heart rate starting to get really, really fast, or you start feeling it in your throat, sit up slowly, take a really deep breath, and let it out like this. And you want it to take twice as long to let out as you take it in, which gives your body as much time as possible to absorb as much oxygen as possible and should help you slow your heart rate back down because, wow, heat can do crazy things. And you just don't want to get into a danger zone. If I had one piece of advice for the future, sunscreen would be it. Oh, the long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists. Or is the basis for the rest of my advice no more reliable than my own meandering experience. I shall dispense that advice now. Wow! I'm fine. I'm doing great. How are you guys? That's incredible. I could keep going. I just didn't want to fucking be embarrassed. I could keep. That's wow. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Or never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until it is faded. That's crazy. How did that get burned in? Brains are wild. Cheers. That is the Sunscreen song by Baz Luhrmann. I think it was released, if not in accordance with, then around the exact same time as that Romeo and Juliet movie he did. It's literally kind of just a spoken, not even a poem, a spoken verse to a really good beat in the background, but it's so good. I guess it burned itself into my psyche for the rest of existence. Do not read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly. Would you like to hear it? It's really good. It's dated, but I mean, you and I are dated, so it shouldn't be that bad. There's not like a video or anything to it. It's just a song, but I think it was used as like a graduation speech one or two times, if not a ton. And so like a lot of the copies will be like to the graduating class of blah 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 blah. All right, here we go. I'm going to play it. It's called Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen. That's the actual official title of the song. But I think the rest of us just call it the fucking sunscreen song. You can't grasp now. Much possibility lay before you, and how fabulous you really look. Or not as fat as you imagine. sometimes you're behind. Tell me how. Wild. What they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting people I know still don't. Maybe you'll have children. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, don't rate yourself too much or berate yourself either. Your chances are half chance. So are everybody else's. It's so good. This one. Politicians will philanger, will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that we got reasonable. Politicians were noble. Oops, forgot that one. That's it. There was like lyrics to it back in the day when they put it in that fucking Romeo and Juliet movie, but Lynn Goldsmith, Will Powers? I don't believe so. Hold on, let me look it up. God motherfucking tit. I'm vibrating. The fan turned into ultra mode. No. What is this? Hold on, let me look it up in the YouTube. I'm not getting consistent results with Google. Disappointment. Is it adventure? Is it just adventures in success with the lips in the mouth and the? It's similar to what we just heard. That's kind of similar to what we just heard. I feel like it's a set of like affirmations or like kind of commonsensical pieces of advice that kind of just slam. I'm anxious all the time. We don't know what nightmare thoughts my brain will go to 80. I don't want to think about like, do they like flake off like old skin or do they mature like wine? I don't want to know. I want to think shit's flaking off. Donna, no, but I did learn that dogs vibrate when they're in pain in nature so that they don't telegraph to predators that they're dying, so they don't look like easy prey. So, I don't know what that says. I just fucked the Wait, have I heard this? I'm having a weird like itch, like this is familiar. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Okay, let's watch this. Yes. I have seen this before, but not in 5 billion years, I don't think. Dude. No shit, Donna, cat's purr is a way to self-heal. Is that real? Does that mean they're in pain or is it like self-soothing? Because I don't want cats to be in pain. I don't want people to be in pain. I don't want you to vibrate either. Jesus. That shit is fucking likely. Yeah, but like our dementia clinics are gonna be fucking dope, right? We'll just do the same level in Zelda for the rest of eternity because we'll never know we did it. Yeah, this is so familiar. The datedness of that video gives me life. If I look like an adult, I look like 12 till I was 30. No shit. Dude, I don't know. I get told I look young, but I'm never carded unless it's like somewhere where everyone, even like Nana's gonna get carded, like the weed shop. I don't get carded anywhere. I remember being really excited to get carded and never getting carded, like to go, just literally do anything, buy booze. And they just like look at me like, have a nice day. And I'm like, please just ask. Please. 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 Do it. But I think being 6 feet tall kind of.
When I tell you to come, you better come.
Najio, you fucking kind fuck. You beat me to it. Ugh! Is this? I think this might be the same one. It's Baz Luhrmann. Yeah, this is the same one. Does this have the pretty, like, vocals in the middle of the speech? I think it's the exact same one, Sronlin. Well, we just listened to the sunscreen song. If you weren't here for the sunscreen song, we just listened to the sunscreen song, but hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 99, wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it.
Hold on.
Spend power and beauty as fat and algebra worried mom thing with other. Don't waste your time yourself. Forget the statement. Feel didn't know anything for because maybe you'll have chills the fuss your body.
They chopped out the pretty audio too. Bummer. But we just listened to that exact one. That's what made us listen to that other one. Because it's great. And I think I quote it way too much to be healthy. I don't know. I heard it like a couple times as a kid and it stuck real bad. It burned me. It burned into my soul pieces. I hate when people ask me what sign I am. I'm obviously a sign from God. Stop with the stupid shit already. That's it's pretty good. Thank you, Beatree. Oh shit, I opened it on the wrong fucking monitor. Hold on. The wrong sound. Najeel, thank you for gifting a sub to Beatree. Beatree, enjoy your emotes. I appreciate you, Najeel. That was very kind. Hold on. Clean Up Your Room featuring Jordan Peterson? Hold on. Hold on. No, he's not gonna do. No. Is he like one of them big domes? I'm really glad I've never been exposed to this douche. What's his name? Huh. Nah, dude. I didn't know. I didn't know who this person is, but like autoplay. Oh my god, this is gonna bring smiles to everyone's faces. Um I didn't know who the fuck this was, so it's cool. Like, ignorance of douchebaggery is not a crime. It's just like, this is the way I look at it. I feel really blessed to be surrounded by people to be like, hey Katie, I know where your moral values stand. This is not someone they stand with. And I can trust you and you trust me, and I think that's really cool. I value that a lot as a person. Yeah, honestly, like, it's really nice to know I don't run in circles that are like, that person, you know? That's really nice. I'm glad that person hasn't come up as a common topic in our channel, because that probably wouldn't be a good thing, right? Yeah, I'm really appreciative of you guys. Oh, same level as like Shapiro, dude. Good to know. Complete and utter moron. Good to know. Right? No. Dude, Jeff, I didn't know. None of us. I mean, that just means that we don't hang out with people that are jerking it off to that dude, and that's a good thing. We just got to be thankful we're surrounded by people that don't, like, ugh, you know. Dude, Beatree, like, isn't Jordan Peterson's the name of someone else famous? Like, just Jordan Peterson? So maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm really bad with celebrity and names and shit like that. I just never have paid that close attention to that stuff. Again, which is why I really appreciate people who do, because you guys know that I don't like a transphobe. I don't want to hang out with anybody that's a fucking idiot. Like, Michael B. Jordan. Thank you, Jeff. Michael B. Jordan. That's what I was thinking. It's like the same cadence of a name. Yeah. He's just an avoid at all cost person, and if someone likes him, so are they. There you go. That's all I need. And that's the kind of friendship we all have, and that makes me really happy. It's got to be exhausting for some people to, you know, quote unquote, do their own research. I was trying to pull that fucking video up again, Najio. I pulled it up on the wrong monitor. Hold on. Hold on. Open up, motherfucker. Don't. Autoplay every time. Sorry, guys. It'll haunt me no matter what, but I think this will give us a smile. Dude, Beatree. I mean, how many times has a fucking Kanye song come on my stream? And I'm just sitting here, like, talking, bopping, and you guys are like, Katie, 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 Icky, Katie, Schwanye, Katie, Nasty Way, Katie, 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 and I'm like, oh my god, why is Kanye playing? It happens all the time. We apologize and move the fuck on. Like, usually it's because I'm not paying attention or something like that. It happens to me too. But I mean, then I just block that fucking shit so it can't happen on accident. It happens. I would never assume you had ill intents, ever. You've been here too long for me to ever assume anything like that at this point. Like, there's no fucking way. You know what I mean? Like, there's a level of familiarity I think we all get amongst just, like, hanging out in a live sense all day long, to where I feel comfortable saying, like, I don't think you'd be hanging transphobe shit up in chat on purpose. Like, I don't think today's the day. Never's the day, is, that's what I mean. Bless you. Lots of assumptions. Dude, right? There are people out there that are intentionally harmful with the way they use words and the way they go about things, but I don't think that's I don't think that's us in a grander scheme. I don't think most people do that. He's human trash. Good to know. It's literally someone, oh shit, fuck. Shit, fuck balls. Literally someone who sounds good until they keep talking, then eventually they say something unsavory. So they're like a catfish? Great. Good. Which one was that, Lena? Was it a recent one? I usually watch all the drop fames that have like a special guest on them. So probably, maybe. I don't remember. They haven't had a guest in a bit, have they? Wait, they had the guy that you mean the Twitch dude who like 2 days later? No. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, I did. I did get to watch it. I actually had to watch the VOD of it because I streamed all day. I streamed later that day. And I had to go do something. Why? On a Sunday? I had to leave the house. I don't even know why. But yeah, I did get to watch that one. That one was pretty good. And I mentioned to Zach, I was like, make sure to mention Amelia in it. Because voice actors are never ever credited, and she's literally narrating the whole thing. And she was in the chat, which made me very happy. The bear sex. It's such a, like, how do I say this? It's a very odd thing to focus on all parts, like across the board, in my humble opinion. In terms of like everything in that game, it's such a like. I feel like people are kind of missing the point. Hey, bear fucker, do you need assistance? Stop it. I haven't seen those movies in so long. I love them. Peterson has some dumb ideas about gender roles and religion, but has some actual bits here and there that are self-help oriented that are decent. That's what I think someone was saying. Yeah, they sound really good and then stumble up. Yeah, though you can get them from other sources. I'm gonna take anything anyone says with a proverbial grain of salt. Me too. That's the problem, Modi. It's like anyone who wants and needs like a gigantic platform to speak on, you gotta wonder like what the fuck is so important you need to speak about. Like, what do you think is so fucking important? Like any of them, but I'd say that about any of them. Like anyone in politics or otherwise. I'm just like, what? I don't know. I haven't been proven wrong. Oh my god, when Koa, yes, about the old secret had been revealed, and if that was the dark urge, and Sven goes, nope, that secret was the bear sex, and Ko lost it. I love when Ko loses it. That's one of my favorite things ever, because he's such a fucking not put together, you know what I mean? He holds it together fucking under fire. You know what I mean? He can fucking, and yeah, controlled. Yeah, self-control. Self-control is the word I was looking for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I love Super Troopers and Beer. Is it called Beer? It's called Beer Fest, right? I always fuck up the name of that one for some reason. Those two movies were like staples of my youth, man. We watched those so many fucking times, just like over and over. That and Napoleon Dynamite.
Medium vanilla cone. Oh, that was supposed to be chocolate.
Oh my god, Najeel, someone sent this to me and I almost shit my pants. I've watched this so many times in a row. Zag, do you have your Floonays? My nose itches actually. Ew. Floonays. Aw, boo. Did you get a ick? Did you get like an actual like gross infection or something like that? Dude, the plap, and you can tell like this bitch just plays softball. That's what I kept looking for. Someone said, I don't know who sent this to me. We'll watch it and someone will claim it, I'm sure. Someone sent this to me somewhere very recently, and I sat there and replayed it and replayed it, replayed it. Because no one's giving it away until she goes to throw it, but she's got a softball arm. Like, I'd say she's a shortstop easy. Because I don't have that good a close aim. That's crazy. Let us experience it, sorry. I know. I just thought about that. The clip wouldn't work. But I mean, someone can line up that music on there. Clip it and put music on it. You can do it. You can probably line it up better than I did. Although I mouthed the lyrics, so it's lined up however I did it now forever. Sorry. That's the only way we can listen to music all the time. Is that black magic? I'm so sorry. I thought about it afterwards, but it was great. I mean, if you think about it, if someone's smart, you can fix it in post because that's fucking great. I think our joint powers, by our powers combined, we create evil here, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, to be honest. Packing your bowl is absolutely more important, Rapster. Confirmed. I shall join. What did you do today? Watch someone take a soft serve slop to the dome about 1,000,000,000 times? You? Is that a sex thing? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna grind weed in silence and apologetically. That's Spider-Manning or something, right? Well, I was just throwing it at the person, like you were the person. I guess it would be at the side of your head, though, really. Be like, yeah, that's the Spooter Man, yeah. Childproof! Foo Fighters are great.
Welcome to the class hole.
Mandrakan, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs in the fucking channel. Boy Will, Beerfish, Time Doc. Oh god, M. Lasik and Zephyrus one. It almost skipped up on me. Thank you so much for being here today to accept these fucking wings upon your anus. Go forth and be consensual. Zag, amen on that. Right back at you, brother. Donna, I don't think I got a link. What link? No. Ooh, I've never had a blue cheese strain. No, I've had a garlic strain. It was garlicky. Dave Grohl's like, he's all right. He's like Mabes the legitness. It's whatever. This one time, Katie couldn't stop saying legitness in a very real way all day. And it was bad. I'm fine. That's fucking loud. Calm thine shit. I can see the reflection of the video on my screen. You can watch it right there. Enjoy. You're welcome. Not a screen. Tank. You're welcome. I know, Anthony. I mean, like, where do you go from there? Fuck Scarjo? I don't know. It's an excellent question and quandary. I feel like I need to sneeze. Dude! Schlevin, the fuck is up? Why are you old and busted? Probably California? Drugs? Lack of drugs. Because I do a lot of drugs. I can't really blame it on the drugs. I don't fucking know that. I go outside and do drugs. Maybe that's what you're lacking. I don't know. Thank you. That's a nice. Is that a compliment? Bless your heart. I do go outside in the sun a lot. I probably shouldn't. It's damaging my artwork, if you know what I mean. But I like to garden. What can I say? I'm old. I believe Dave was on the Desert Sessions. He also did that really cool. It was like a documentary and album. Oh God, what was it? It was about a particular recording studio that was like legendary and it recorded, like Stevie Nicks and shit like that. Do you know the one I'm talking about? Whoa, something city, Sound City, Sound City. Holy shit! I did it before you said it. I did it before you said it. I'm winning.
Calm the bitch down.
It's fine. Stop it. I figured I did it. I knew it was in there. She was in there somewhere. I'm not all Swiss cheese yet. He did that Sound City reel. Yeah, that. I didn't. I swear to God, I figured it out. Not that I believe in God, but whatever. I swear to horse. What horse? Josh Home? You mean Josh Home, like from Queens of the Stone Age? Of what do you speak, David? Sinful words. Sinful. Josh Home's still fine as fuck. Ma'am? I feel like my hip is frozen. Ugh! Please excuse me. Ow. My dog is interrupting my leg crossing abilities. It's fine. I swear, I do declare to Satan. My music stopped. Why? Come back. Oh, look, it's Queens of the Stone Age. That's not. No. Sure. I'm old and busted. Well, my body on the inside is fucked up. Are you kidding me? That's been that way for years, though. I'm just maintenance at this point. Like, eating all the vitamins and stuff and trying to put food on top. I I don't know about the outside though. I wear sunscreen. But no, I mean I like do shit and I think that's just what's going to happen, right? I'm still one of those idiots who insists on running all the time, so my body's just going to break. It's just kind of crumbling from the inside. Slowly my feet will grow with all the bits and pieces that are slowly falling off, you know what I'm saying? Outside's wonderful. I just went to the mountains a few days ago and I got to see some mountain sheep for the first time. The last few times I went up, I got to see moose. It's pretty dank out there. And like a fraction of the humans, which is like my favorite. Lighter. Cheers. I have a wrinkle. Don't worry, Steven. That shit never goes away. That's stuck. Wait, Josh Home? Riri? I love you, Donna. Got it. Oh, it's because I have Facebook blocked because I hate that shit. I gotta unblock it. Hold on. Do you know what it is to not have it on Facebook? Uh-huh. Facebook's a cesspool. My chest hair's turning gray. I have a gray eyebrow hair. Yeah, this side. Well, it's white. But I've had white hair on my head since I was like 16, so I can't really say that's a sign of aging. That's been there forever. It's just like still there. Yeah, like one. But it's like so ingrained if I plucked it, it'd be a bald spot, you know what I'm saying? So I just like, yeah. Stress? Maybe you need the drugs. I'm not saying I'm not stressed. A gray eyelash. Ooh, I've gotten a white eyelash before, and it's so weird because when I don't have mascara on, it looks like a bald spot. And I like pick at it because I'm like, what the fuck happened? But it's there. Yeah. I think I might have just killed it on accident. I kind of am a picker. I can't stop. All of it went white tag? Like a hundo? That's distinguished. It's fun. It's like you're like a mood ring. My hair still looks like shit colored. That's why I dye it blue, man. I'd be grateful for some cool changes. At this, I mean, maybe. I don't know. It'd be easier to dye. Maybe. No, I think white hair is harder to dye, huh? Yeah, I don't think you can bleach that shit, because I got white hair in here, and it never picks up dye, ever. Nope. Not Ginger. It's not. Let me, hold on. That's what I was going to do. Thank you for reminding me. I was going to pull up a video of just, like, the band, Queens of the Stone Age. Because, like, just looking at a picture of Josh Homme, samesies. It's... How doth one explain the homie? He's got a hot wife. Would allow to sit on. The swagger? Did I say that word? I was trying to think of it. I might have said it out loud. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. My brain's dead inside. No one knows it's kind of the classic, but it might be dated. I don't know. We're similar ages. Fuck it. That much of a dick. Come on. Come on. Come on. And then I have that video that I have the video on the TikToks. But I'm afraid my dog's about to have like, you know that video where that woman's like stroking her dog's belly and she's like, "Aw, so and so has the tummy tums today," and then he just fucking like unleashes on the wall behind her. You know that one? I just kind of live in fear of that happening all the time. Have you seen that? Oh, it's fucking nasty, dude. Come here. Can I say hi real quick? Why do you got to eat my lotion? What? You want to go outside? Hi, Bubba. Oh, big stretch. That's a big stretch for a big man. What are you up to? How's your day been? Streaming? Killing things? Feeling gassed out by your foul sister? Me too! Wild. Wild, bud. Wild. You're a pretty hot dog, huh? Do you want to go outside? Okay. Oh, let's go outside. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Break time. BRB. He's like almost 90 pounds, I think. You're a 90-pound beefcake, huh, Bubba? I don't know. I need to take a shit. Big yawn. He is. He's a big 90-pound ball of love, to be honest. I don't think I mean, he's literally like had a cat or a squirrel within his grasp and doesn't know what to do with it at that point. But if it's far away, he'll bark at it like he's ready to rip its head off. It's crazy. Just sets off. I feel seen. I don't like it. Ew. Is there a dog booger on me or is it dirt? Ew. Is it dirt or is it a dog booger? It's now my theme song. Yeah. I feel a little bit attacked. Yeah, it's kind of, I was going to say, the playlist is all over the place. Oh, actually, it's missing some, there was more music. Wait, did I give you I might have not given you the right playlist. Did I give you the meaty metal list? I don't think I gave you, I have a way bigger list. Sorry, that was the starter list. That was where the list started from. Oh my God, I have a way bigger one. I don't think I gave you the right one, just in case. If you like what was on that other one, that was like the source. And then I went off on my own and just like fucking created my own nonsense. It's huge. You just put it on shuffle if you like metal. It's decent. It's like, you know, I don't know, all over. I've lost it. She's lost the plot. Fuck a cock. Jesus Christ. I got it. It's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm just tired. It's fine. That reminds me of Cyanide and Happiness, which I used to be fucking obsessed with. I have to make sure volume's not going to blow you guys out. I feel like it takes me forever, but man, there's so many things to hit on volume. If I deafened you, I would never forgive myself. That's the link to the better list. But I mean, it starts exactly the same way, but then I just like dump. It's a good playlist to go like on a car ride. This one starts all low, but if it's too fucking loud, just let me know. I just put on some of the metal list. What up, Bashful? How are you? Yes, the No More Fucks Give song is another one. That one, yeah. I try to give more fucks. I'm just really bad at it. I gave too many, I think. I think I like overdid my quota at a certain point. Nestros, my random shit playlist is probably the YouTube one. That one's like, it's like country, folk, EDM, metal, rap, everything. On Spotify, I try to sort it a little bit. Because Spotify I usually use when I'm in the car. So I'm kind of like in a mood for something specific. Shut up and take this money.
Okay. Calm the bitch down.
I'll just chill. Drink water. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. Cheers. The No More Fucks to Give song? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. It's in our playlist somewhere because I've definitely played it before. Oh, he has like 4 versions of it now. Hold on. Which one's the legit version? There's too many now. Fuck. Fuck yes, Delphinus. Happy birthday. Cheers. Happy birthday, homie. Dude, I hope you have a wonderfully relaxing evening. It's like the barbershop one, right? Or like, old-timey. Not barbershop. It's like a suit shop, right? Because there's one where he's just singing. Well, I don't even know if it's the same dude. I don't know. There's a lot of versions. Is that the same one we're talking about? The other ones have more views than the original. That's what threw me off. It's the live one in the suit shop, right? This one. He sipped absinthe near a fire in a room that smelled of rich mahogany directly after that. That's my direct assumption. No hate at all. Everybody lives their life. I'm sure I look exactly like I go home and smoke a bong. Some of us just fit the mold, you know what I'm saying? In a great way. His beard was epic, dude. Real talk, does that beard take like maintenance? Or does this shit just like happen? Now this way. You're getting over COVID? Oh, boo. At least you're getting over it, though. Did you lose smell and taste? That fucking sucks. Fuck yes, Najeel. Oh my god, I didn't even realize what time it was. We did play. I guess we beat a game today.
Does body count matter?
Can we be real? A woman's body count absolutely.
I'm sorry, autoplay will haunt me forever, but holy shit, what a contextless line to listen to. Like, holy titty fart.
Does body count matter?
Can we be real? A woman's body count absolutely matters. I don't care what anybody says. If you've murdered people, you need to let me know. I'm not going to call the cops, but in order for this to work, we need some honesty.
That's fucking great. Wait, I gotta see it again because I was so checked out. Like,
Does body count matter?
Can we be real? A woman's body count absolutely matters. I don't care what anybody says. If you've murdered people, you need to let me know. I'm not going to call the cops, but in order for this to work, we need some honesty.
that's such a beautiful way to end the day. Wait, but like, what is body count? Aside, like, is that like a weird anorexia thing or something? Or is that previous partners? I don't know. What is it? Oh, it's how many people you had sex with? I mean, bitch, if your dick is clean, fuck. Who gives a fuck? How many people you fucked? I find it much more important how many bodies you buried, to be honest. Is that just me? I'm glad I'm not the only one that was confused, David. I was excited when they had absinthe legal here. They learned it wasn't the fun version. I know, it's still not the real version, right? Like, they can't make it out of wormwood or whatever. Whatever it's originally made out of, I don't know. I don't drink. Maybe that's why I look young. Maybe that's the secret. Just never drinking. At this point, I'm not sure I care about either. Real talk, though. Right? That's a much more compelling stat. Like, that actually affects me. But, like, honestly, like, I guess, like, the ratio, I guess, of people you fucked to how clean your genitals are is actually more impressive the more drastic that is. Like, the cleaner they are and the more potentially filthy they could be. I don't know, I just don't want a fucking illness a la children. I agree with him as well. If you're a murderer, I need to know, otherwise I don't care, right? Like, just don't give me a disease / a baby. I don't want any of that. It's kind of the same thing if you look at it. If you care about that, I feel like that's self-reporting on your confidence problems. Amen. Or maybe some self guilt. Would that be the same token, kind of? Like maybe you're feeling a little dirty or something. Like, go see a fucking clinic. My God. Therapy is incredible. Amen. All right. I just realized what time it was. It's my closing time, but not for the week because I'll be back tomorrow morning. I don't know what we're going to do. It's Sunday. Fun day. Maybe Diablo? Maybe like Hail Some Satans or something. I'm going to raid Zach because it's Indie Saturday and it's my favorite day. I love seeing the test of indie games. So that's what I'm going to do. We could do Destiny. I don't know. It might be Iron Banana Week. That just happened like a week ago, but I don't know. There's a festival going on right now too, though. That's pretty dank. It's kind of fun. I don't know. I could do either. We'll shoot something. We'll shoot something. Before Seasons, is it kind of meh? That's what people keep telling me, and it makes me sad. But like, if we have nothing else to do, and if there's a group of people that just want to run around and be nonsensical in it, like, I'm down. I still have fun with my assassin, regardless. She's very killy, very stabby. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy her, but that's kind of a bummer. But you're not the only one saying that. Like, I've heard that kind of as an overall. Boo, boo hiss on that. Cheers. Sorry, couldn't see a button. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Fucking drink water. Clean your goddamn bong. I love you. Yeah, tomorrow we'll shoot some things or like assassin things. I don't know.